Hi, this is Joe Fournier of Stronghold Ministry, and I just wanted to bring you a couple thoughts on Thanksgiving this year. I'm so glad that our country celebrates Thanksgiving every year. Thanksgiving to God is so crucial, and God doesn't advise us to be thankful to burden us, but to free us. Thanksgiving and praise are something that is probably one of the most beneficial things to us. It will lift us up more than almost any other activity on the earth. And it's interesting that we'll be doing worship and praise and thanksgiving in heaven forever. In fact, I don't know if you've ever heard the common critique of Christian worship bands is their repetitive singing of choruses, like in church during the worship time. But in Revelations 4:8, it says about the four living creatures and later the 24 elders that day and night they never stop saying, "Holy, holy, holy is the Lord God Almighty, who was and is to come." So they 24/7 never stop saying and repeating the same thing. And that's because God is so overwhelmingly worthy and so overwhelmingly powerful that it's hard not to just worship him constantly. If we were to see him, we'd get that. We don't see him now, but we will someday. So in the meantime, why should we be thankful? I got three key reasons for being thankful. Number one is that we can properly identify the source of all of our blessings. It's easy to give credit to other things, including ourselves, other people, circumstances, instead of giving all the credit for the good things in our life to God. James, in fact, says this. He says in chapter 1, verse 16, he says, "Do not be deceived, my beloved brethren. Every good thing given and every perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of lights, with whom there is no variation or shifting shadow." So why does he start off by saying, do not be deceived? Because the reason why it's just easy to give the credit for the good things that we have to something else. And it's an easy deception that could happen. But every perfect gift is from the Father, and it comes down to us. So, that's number one, that we properly identify the source of all of our blessings. Thanksgiving really helps us do that. Number two, we right-size our problems and our God. David said in the Psalm when he was being chased around the desert, that in the 23rd Psalm, that the Lord is his shepherd. He leads him, he guides him, he puts him beside still waters and in green pastures. But he also says at the end of the Psalm, "You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil and my cup overflows." So that is so interesting that God can feed us at a table in the presence of our enemies. Not only just feed us, but he anoints our head with oil, which is symbolic of just giving us peace and comfort. And it's also that he says our cup overflows. That means we have joy and happiness, contentment, and all that happens in the presence of our enemies, even in the valley of the shadow of death, as it says in the final verse of Psalm 23. So the bottom line is that we have the ability to right-size our problems through thanksgiving. And we also right-size our God. We see him as greater than all things. And then thirdly, we tap into the supernatural realm when we are thankful. It says in Colossians 3:11-12, "May you be strengthened with all power according to his glorious might for the attaining of all steadfastness and patience, joyously giving thanks to the Father." So it's a prayer that Paul gives. May you be strengthened with all power according to his glorious might. So God empowers us and strengthens us so that we can be steadfast and patient, he says, but also so that we can joyously give thanks to the Father. So when we enter into thanksgiving, God's power comes upon us so that we can be strengthened in the midst of steadfastness and patience. Like we need those things in hard times, and then we can joyously give thanks to the Father. So that's three reasons why we should give thanksgiving, and it frees us more than anything. And so I want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving. I want to also invite you, if you know somebody who's fighting cancer, to send them to our website so we can send them our gift basket, My Stronghold. We have a tote in there, in our 3 books, Terry and my books, and also a $15 Walmart gift card. We'd love to send that to them. You can sign up on mystronghold.org. You can see the website there. Take care. God bless. Happy Thanksgiving.